Today we'll be analyzing this data from the physical education department. They want to know if providing a single 15-minute individual coaching session with an expert bowler will enhance students' bowling scores. So we have their scores in game 1. This would be before their coaching session, and in game 2, which would be after their bowling session. Now, since this is the same subjects, we have to do a paired t-test. Now, before we can run a test, we have to look at our pre-check list and look at if the differences are normally distributed. So the way I'm going to do that is first I have to calculate these differences. So I go to transform, and I'm going to compute a variable, and I'm just going to call it diff because it's the differences. And I'm going to look at the difference between game 1 and game 2. Okay, and now we have that new value here. And I need to see if this is normally distributed. So the way I'm going to do that is go up to Analyze, go down to Descriptive Statistics, go to Frequencies, and I'm going to pull over that differences, go to Chart, and I want to look at a histogram so I can see if this is normally distributed. I'm going to be sure to check that. I want to see the normal curve, and I don't want to see frequency tables. Okay. I'll let that calculate here, and this is what we're looking at. So our data is not very I don't know, it's kind of in the not the most normally distributed, but not crazy out there. So let's look again at our Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and then Explore, and let's look at these specific values. So I'm going to go to Plots. I don't want a box plot or a stem and leaf plot, but I want a histogram with my normality plots with tests. I want to look at my plots. Okay, and my significance here is 0.337. And since that value is above 0.05, I can assume normality. So I'm going to assume this data is normally distributed for the differences. So I'm going to run my paired t-test. The way I'm going to do that is go up to Analyze. I'm going to go down to Compare Means and Proportions. And I have a paired sample t-test. I'm comparing game 1 and game 2. So I'm going to pull those over. I'm going to press OK. Now, it's tempting. Right here, let's look at our means. So there is a difference in the means, but we need to figure out if this is a significant difference. We do not look here. This is correlations. I don't want to look at this. I want to look down at my paired samples test. I'm going to go over, look at my significance, and here we see that our significance is greater than 0.05. So I will fail to reject my null hypothesis. Again, since my p is greater than 0.05, I fail to reject my null hypothesis. So the impact of students having a 15-minute session to improve their bowling game did not have a statistically significant impact on student scores. Thank you.